Welcome to Boone Pickens Stadium, Stillwater, Oklahoma, home to the Cowboys of Oklahoma State. Pistol Pete ready to start firing those pistols for the battle we have in store. What a game we have in store for you today. A Big 12 showdown, and the implications could last for the rest of the season. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Utah Utes, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma State Cowboys. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing started. And the Utes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Cowboys offense is on the field for the first time today. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on 3rd down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. They've built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like, it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Comes out throwing on 1st down. He makes the connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Handoff from the gun. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the 1st down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
Well, he did a good job getting to the middle of the field. That's where the offense wanted to attack on that play. He's just got to do a better job looking that football in.
Didn't connect last time. Let's see if they throw it again on 2nd down. To the air, it's Flanagan. Feeling some heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And don't get it twisted. A big part of this team's formula for success defensively is getting after the quarterback. In their last game, they had 6 sacks, won the game. They know they've got to be able to get after the QB in this one. Put some pressure on them, and they're already off to a great start.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. It's complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football.
Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big gain now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8, he's looking to throw. Got his man quickly. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator strips his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. So it's an 80-yard drive, and he got into the house for the 6 to finish it. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Utah Utes offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And you want to talk about dudes who can bring the heat off the edge, David? Both of these teams have somebody that can do just that.
Man, it's so much fun. They get off the rock, and they get in the backfield and get to quarterbacks. Make them feel uncomfortable, get them to the ground. These guys change the way offenses are playing the game.
These offensive coordinators better help out their quarterback. These guys need to be double-teamed with tight ends and running backs. You let these guys go one-on-one, you're asking to get sacked.
On second down, he'll fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Utes will hustle to the line. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Moving away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. And the Utes will try to pin them back with the punt. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Looking downfield, it's Flanagan. Slides away. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I love the play call there, too, because second and short, defense is thinking you might run it. So you try to catch him off guard with the pass. Nothing there. Even if you throw an incompletion, you're going to have a chance to run it the very next play, but it doesn't matter. This guy's just so athletic himself. He's able to go get the first. Let's get a fresh set of downs.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Takes the handoff. It's Cross. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Didn't get much. Picked up a yard, and that will leave them with 4th and 2. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Got it past the marker. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and Oklahoma State has the lead here. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Cowboys have taken it inside the 20. To the ground with the back. Able to get one down to the 15.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Nice move to stay on his feet. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get in the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
On the run, it's Montgomery. He tried to find some running room, but they get him stopped. The Utes want to move quickly. They'll run play action. Moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
We talk a lot about this at quarterback, right? Hard focus downfield, soft focus around you. He wanted to throw that downfield. He just felt the pressure, and he knew he had to get out of danger. He was able to do that, use his speed, go get north up the field for a first down. Well done.
Now he's looking to throw it. He looks that one in nicely. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Just outside the red zone, as they pick up the first down, they'll spot it at the 22. And the Utes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires deep toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Utes.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 7 over Wake Forest. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth-quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. And the Cowboys will call on their punt team. Sends his first one of the day on the way, and we didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back.
And the pass is intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. This offense has a second down play. Back to pass, it's Flanagan. Got his man. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A run for the quarterback. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme away.
A shot toward the end zone. Makes the catch. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you can get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Pushes toward the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The running game has been thrown in reverse the last 2 plays. Would they dare try to run it again on 3rd down? Looks as if he's going to run it. And he runs it in for the score. Pistols firing. Touchdown, Cowboys. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So they marched the ball 41 yards on that drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Utah has it back on the offense coming onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point in the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. He's looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up? Touchdown, Cowboys! And the defense doing work. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Now adjusting. Trying to make magic on the scramble. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Floating away. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on second down. Got the quick pass. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Turns it loose deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a magnificent game there so far in Stillwater. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics.
The Cowboys will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
One of the things I love about this offense, Reese, is they have tons of speed. They like to try to get the ball going east-west. That time they generate a huge play going to the right side.
And the defense either not fast enough to fit or got knocked out of the fit.
Yeah, they got to do a better job containing that as this game goes on. They got to funnel the football back to the middle of the field.
Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Got it behind the line. It's Montgomery. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They'll try to run for it. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Utes are rolling down the field. To the ground. He's got it again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Utes headed quickly to the line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
First and goal, Utah.
D looks as if they're about to bring the heat. From the gun. He's got it. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And after that strong play on first down, they're right on the cusp of a score. 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they opened and they closed so quickly in this part of the field.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Utah! Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable top 25 clash. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Wide out in motion. Wants to throw on first down. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down. All wideouts, no backs. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Looking for a man. It's Flanagan. Blasted as he lets it go. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. The Utes line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
And the Utes want to crank the tempo. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Unleashes one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. The Utes will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed, and the returner will be knocked down. Oklahoma State has it back, and the offense is on the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Just about the time the quarterback got the snap, that dude was in his mustache.
Quick, fast, and in a hurry in the backfield. Got him to the ground before he could even think about getting the laces and trying to get the ball out of his hands.
Still on his feet at the 45. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. And the Cowboys are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Good spot on the field to go for it. They make it pay off. Not willing to settle for a field goal on this drive.
Yeah, and Reese, I just don't know if field goals are going to win this game, honestly. I think to win, I think you need tutties. So this offense needs to stay on the field, stay aggressive, and try and capitalize after picking up that first down.
One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. First down to start the drive after the break. He wants to throw. Fires to the right. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. After the misfire, now on second down. Back to throw, it's Flanagan. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Utah has it back in the offense coming onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards, get some first downs, get some positive momentum.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. The short hands, it's Montgomery. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Utes racing to the line in a hurry-up. He's got his man. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. The aerial assault continues. Going to try to get it himself.
Defensively, the more speed you have on the field, the better. Not just to cover wide receivers, but when the QB does this and scrambles outside the pocket, now you got guys that have really good speed going to catch a quarterback, an athletic quarterback at that. Really nice job by the defense.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Looking for a gap. It's Cross. Brought down at the 32-yard line. Picks up 15 yards on the play and an important first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense there to stop him after a pickup of 2 down to the 15. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Flanagan. Coming after it. Flags flying as the pass is incomplete. Let's see what the call is. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Pushing ahead, a tough run, picks up 4, it's down at the 15. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Not a chance. Missed it. Had a chance to make this lead 20, but we're still sitting on a 17. The Utah offense returns ready to go back on the attack. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Trying to make magic with his feet. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on 1st down. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Off the boot, looking for his man. Got out of trouble and throws. Gets it out quickly. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. To the air, it's Flanagan. Quarterback floating away from pressure. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on 1st down in the red zone. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. This one's complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys! And the beatdown has ensued. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Utah has it back, and the offense coming onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. The Utes have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Finds a man on the left. Touchdown, Utes! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
No good. That keeps the score. Oklahoma
About to
State
kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
20.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver shows motion. On the move. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. After this, it'll be a wrap. They'll try the run. Tackled, but he has a first down. So after